Hey guys, welcome to Tommy Green TV, bringing you the latest in Arsenal football and news update. You know the drill. Landed on the channel, just like, share, comment, subscribe. We're gonna do seasons rating for the players. Category: if you've played over 5 games in any of the competitions: Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup, Community Shield. You've accumulated 5 appearances across all borders of the season in these competitions. You are eligible for this rating. We're gonna go straight into it because it's a long queue, it's a long batch. We're gonna start with Leno. My opinion wasn't too bad, wasn't too good. Played 49, conceded 48, made up to almost 5 errors, leading to a goal. My opinion, I would give Leno a 6. That's, like I said, because of his errors that led to a goal, because of his weaknesses, and in terms of the style of play that Arteta wants him to play out the back, and he's not really a calming effect on the defense. So for me, I'm gonna give him a 6. Then we are going to move into the defense. Who do we start with, per se? Do we go with the bad or do we go with the good? Let's go with the good. Okay, we'll start off with left back, Tierney. Tierney, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Professional, Mr. Always, you know what you get with him. Age 23, played 38 games, scored 2 goals, 4 assists, and is always a source of an outlet on the left hand side. Brings balance, and definitely a future captain. Just a model professional, even when he's not playing well. My opinion, one of the players of the season, Mr. Consistent. You know what to expect from him. I'm giving Kieran Tierney, a 7. We are going to go to the opposite flank. Hector Bellerin, played 32 games, scored 1 goal, 3 assists. Definitely not Mr. Consistent. Definitely someone who needs to challenge himself. Definitely someone who's definitely got comfortable being an Arsenal for so long. One of the Romanian pieces of the Wenger era, still here. He's not been great. He's not been bad. You just know the standard that he's set, and every season he seemed to have just dropped. And this season definitely has to be one of the worst he's dropped. Defensively, not great. Easily beaten one-on-one, out-muscled, and going forward, many times this season we've seen that he did not take his players on. So for me, for that reason, I will give him a 5, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Once again, guys, you're happy to give your thoughts, your opinion, and let me know, okay, look, this is what it is. But for me, in this moment in time, over the course of the season, playing 38 games across all competitions, I am giving Hector Bellerin a 5. We move on to the center of the park. Rob Holden, we'll start off with him. Another player again from the Arsene Wenger era. Played 39, assisted 1, no goals. Started off well, very consistent in terms of defending, protecting the back line. Seemed to have formed some sort of relationship with Gabriel, and then as the season went on, he just went downhill. But you could see there's a player in there. Whether that player is good enough to start for Arsenal week in, week out, I don't know. I can't really say that. But he's not worse than Bellerin, and he is definitely not better than Tierney in terms of performances. So for that reason, I'm giving him a 6. Kieran Tierney, a 6. This is just my opinion. once again, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to his partner in crime, Gabriel. Played 32 games, scored 3 goals, assisted 1. Started off the season brilliantly. Started off so brilliantly, and then everything started to go downhill once he got COVID. I believe that was November, December, and ever since then his form has been inconsistent. He's been rushed in his decision making. He's just not been the same Gabriel that we've seen, and we thought, oh wow, it's almost like Arsenal have kind of impacted him and the way he plays. But he's still young. He's still, a very young player, 22. You have to remember that this is what you get from young players, and the inconsistency will be there. My opinion, I would be giving him a 6 as well, just because, like I said, it's a tale of two halves. So Gabriel, 6. And then David Louise, played 30 games, scored 2 goals. Well, what more is there to be said? Gives away countless, penalty kicks. I believe he gave away 2 this season, over the course of 90 minutes. Red card, yellow card. He's up there with our highest in terms of, conceding and picking up yellow cards. Off the pitch, he's apparently a good leader. On the pitch, I can't see it. And after 2 years, he's leaving Arsenal. So, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done, But in this moment in time, David Luiz, over the course of the games he's played, 30 games, I will be giving you a 5. We move down to the center of the park, where this becomes really interesting. We'll start off with the midfielder who's played the most, and that is Granit Xhaka. Most managers seem to take a favourite to him. We hear that Roma are interested in him. Jose Mourinho wants him at Roma. And after 5 years, he will not be opposed to a change of scenery. We've seen so many times him saying that he wants to go. So we don't know, but with a bid of 20 million, that's, the Gunners will make that, decision to negotiate with Roma at least. Like I said, 45 appearances, scored 1, assisted 2. He's sort of the engine of Arteta's midfield. He's the conductor. To be fair, I'm not a great fan of him, but when he does play, the people who he plays with, I say the people, party who he plays with, plays better, doesn't play worse. Now that's saying a big deal, but I still have to give credit where credit is due, and he's definitely one of the few players that has improved from how he was the last 2 seasons, to maybe a decent player that we should have already been expecting. Rating wise, I would give him a 6. Nothing special, nothing worse, just average. So Granit Xhaka, over the course of the season, playing 45 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, definitely be giving you a 6. Then we move on to partner in crime, Thomas Partey. 33 starts, 33 games, and 0 goals, 3 assists. We've seen over the course of the season that he can play really well. We've seen him attempting long shots. All off target, nothing in terms of long shots. Another one who started brightly, faded off as the season wore on. Injuries played a big part as well, and it delayed his, the beginning aspect of him there. Has there been anything special to say, okay, yeah, that his signing has made much of an improvement? No, because he's been part of the worst team in Arsenal history for the last 25 years. So for me, Thomas Partey, I would be given a 5. Mohammed El Nini made 41 appearances, 27 of them are starts. He scored 3 goals. Most of his highlights came in the Europa League. Scored 3 goals this season. Nothing special again here. He does the basics right. It's no surprise when he plays next to Thomas Partey. Partey seems to be able to drive forward, and he's always able to be more of a Vieira type of player rather than just sitting and holding. He's just what it says on the pack. And on the pack, it says, do the basic right. And that's what Mohammed El Nini is. Not a player that will take you to the next level. Not a player that's any worse. A player that does the job. A good squad player. For me, Mohammed El Nini, I would give a 5. Moving on to next partner in crime, Danis Tobios. 40 games, 25 of them were starts. And let's just say it's a good thing that he's going back to Madrid. 3 assists, 6 yellow cards, 1 red card. What more can we say? Expected goal tally 0, assists of 1, expected goal assists. The stats don't lie. He's one of those ones who play to, they flatter. Have one good game, 10 bad games. For me, brought nothing. Energy wise, yes. Gameplay wise, nothing. When he first came, I seen him play in the in Europa under 21s. The Spanish under 21s. I saw him play in some of the Spanish sides he went on loan with. He was a good number 10. He could play number 10, number 8. Almost like a Ramsey hybrid kind of player. Could play in the 10 or the 8. And I think being at Arsenal and in the Premier League, it's not his best forte. It is what it is at the end of the day. For me, I would be giving him a 4, just because he didn't bring anything apart from energy to the middle of that park. That's it. So yeah, Danis Tobios, a 4 for the season. We move on to to more of the attacking sense then, to be honest, because I believe that's no Joe Willock, 17 starts for Arsenal before he went on loan. 3 goals, 3 assists. Was lost under Arsenal. Was lost under Arteta. I don't think Arteta knew how or where to play him. He's gone to Newcastle, found his feet, found his rhythm, found his confidence, and he's shown what he can do, playing in week in, week out with a manager that believes in him. For me, we messed him up. So with that being said, I will give him a 4 because he didn't really show a lot. Not trying to criticize him or anything, just the fact that the way Arteta played him, there's just no correlation between the two of them. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, 21 starts, 21 match played, 13 starts, 1,218 minutes, 1 assist. That's poor. A lot was expected, especially when a bid from Wolves got rejected, and nothing happened. Part of the team that got relegated at West Brom, so didn't really improve there either. For me, it's just another. It's a shame, basically. I will be giving him a 2. I believe those are all the centre mid players. Okay, so we move to the front line. With that being said, we can start off with Rhys Nelson. Played 9 games, started 5, 1 goal, 1 assist. Didn't even know that he was still part of the squad, to be honest. So I'm not really giving him anything special there. Probably give him a 1. Rhys Nelson 1. Who's next? Willian, signed from Chelsea, played 37 games, 21 of them were starts, and 7 assists, 1 goal, which we all knew what that goal was. Apparently very unhappy at Arsenal, wants to go back to Chelsea, wants to go to USA. This was just a let me sign your friend signing, and it's not benefited the club, it's not benefited the fans, it's not benefited anyone. It's just a waste of a signing. Poor signing from an experienced player who's a proven winner. It's literally just a retirement home. I will be giving Willian a 3. Moving on to the right hand side, Pepe, 30 matches played, 47 matches played, 16 goals, 5 assists. He is the second highest goal scorer actually this season. And for me, probably the most improved player this season. Up until the point where he got his red card at Leeds, he was floating in and out of games. The Europa League was where he would show what he was made of, and then he would get dropped for the Premier League or brought on. It wasn't really consistent, it wasn't great. But after the Leeds game, where he got the red card, his attitude changed, something clicked. And once that clicked, Pepe that we want to see came in. And this Pepe scored what we expect, really. 16 goals, 5 assists. For me, definitely a very improved player. Very underrated as well, because fans will not see the hard work that he's done and he's put in there. So for me, Pepe, easily a 7. Definitely a 7. Hopefully this will be the kickstart that he needs for the following season. I believe that would, it would be. Then we go to Saka, Bukayo Saka, Starboy Saka, 46. Wow, that's a lot. 46 matches played, 41 starts, 7 goals, 7 assists. The driving force in this team for such a long time. Not so surprised that he started to fade the last 4, 5, 6 games of the season. A young kid at the age of 19 playing over 40 games is ridiculous. A burnout is definitely was expected, and for him to be the 4th highest goal scorer in the squad, it's just mental. At the age of 19, carrying this team when you have players that are earning as much as 250 a week, 200 a week, it's mental. But definitely I would be giving him a 7. Bukayo Saka, 7, definitely. Then we move on to Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard came in January on loan. Started 21 games. Matches played, 21 games. Started 20. started 20 games. Played 20 games. Sorry, Martin Odegaard. Started 14. Scored 2 goals, 2 assists. I can't really say a lot about this guy because I didn't really see a lot. I mean, there were brilliant passes here and there, but comparing him to his long spell at Real Sociedad, I couldn't see enough to say that, okay, look, this was a great signing, and I couldn't see enough to say this was a bad signing. For that reason, Martin Odegaard, I will be given a 5. We move to the front line of Alexandre Lacazette, the highest goal scorer at Arsenal this season. 17 goals, 3 assists. It's mediocre. Not mediocre, it's average, sorry. For a £45 million player, not the best, but not the worst. His gameplay brought a lot and brought the best out of, you know, the young squad that played around him. I think the young squad benefited from him in that aspect. So Lacazette, 17 goals, 13 of them in the Premier League. I would be giving Lacazette a 7. There's a lot more to hit Lacazette than goals and assists, and he brought the best out of the players he played around, the youngsters. He led them by example. I think he thrived when Aubameyang wasn't here, you know, and he wasn't playing, and the youngsters benefited from him. So that is great to see. Like I said, Lacazette, 7. Emil Smith Rowe, I will be giving, you know, it's one of those ones where when he came into the team, it sparked an upturn in fortune, especially when we were not playing really well. So Emil Smith Rowe, 26. It's crazy, these numbers. 26 starts, played 33 games, 4 goals, 7 assists. It's mental when you think of that. These kids are just young. They're really young. If I'm correct in saying this, he's the second highest in terms of assists. He's second. So it's crazy. I would definitely be giving him a 7. Emil Smith Rowe, a 7. Eddie Nketiah, played 29, started 14, scored 6 goals, 1 assist. We've seen that he probably is not ready for this level, and maybe a loan spell in the championships will do him, or maybe at a lower club where he will play in week in, week out. Can't really fault him, he's one of our graduates, but to play for this club and to carry the weight of this badge, there needs to be more. For that reason, I will be giving him a 4. Eddie Nketiah, a 4. Then we move to our talisman, the captain, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Played 39. Excuse me. Played 39, started 33 games, 3,000 minutes, 15 goals, 4 assists. 10 of those 15 goals came in the Premier League across all seasons, and there's been one reason or excuse or another that he has not turned up. He has looked a shadow of himself. We've said that maybe because fans are not in the stadium, maybe it's because he had the malaria, maybe it's because there's one issue or another, but for me, it's simple, purely Aubameyang has not delivered. So in my opinion, rating for him will be bang on average, but to still score 15 goals and be the second highest goal scorer this season, in your worst season, is still impressive. 15 goals, so that's still impressive. I would be giving him a 6, the same as Lacazette. Then we look at all the other players who were big part players. Martinelli, injury played a big part. 19 years old, started 22 games. 9 of them were starts, 2 goals, 2 assists. When he's played, he's brought drive, energy, passion, and part of, again, the young core players that literally have took the group from when they were in the worst moment in the season and just brought that energy to take them forward. Martinelli, I'll be giving him an average 5. Then we look at other fringe players here. Balogun, another one that played in Europa League. That's another one. 6 games, 2 assists. 1 assist, 2 goals. Standard 5. Signed a new contract, so we'll be seeing him for a very long time. Goalkeeper Renarsson, another one, played in the Europa League, very shaky. Match played 9, 5 of them were match played 6, 5 of them were starts, and 1 of them was that horrendous showing in the Premier League when he made his debut. So God no. Another one that needs to get to grip with the league, and maybe a loan spell will do him the world of good. Then Callum Chambers, another one who came back from a long-term injury but has played ever so well since his comeback. 16 games he's played, 11 of them were starts, 1,000 minutes of football, 3 assists. He has been brilliant. Can play across the back, right back, centre half, and even in midfield. Good squad player to have, to take you to to just have, basically. Other fringe players, Pablo Mari, another one who's played 16 games, 16 starts, brought calmness when he plays. With Holden, been brilliant. He's not the fastest of players, but his positional play is excellent. His aerial play is excellent. Strong in the tackle as well. I would be giving him a 6 because I feel like he's one of our best defenders, but we just don't know it yet. We need the right pairing, someone who's athletic. I believe someone like a Saliba would be perfect playing next to him. I would give him a 6. And then we move on to the next player. Mustafi played 9. Started 6. The less said, the better in that department. Before he went out on loan to Schalke, I'll be giving him a 2. Kolasinac, the same thing. Played 9, started 8. Just give him a 2. Nothing special there. I believe that should be everyone in terms of rating. But there we have it, guys. My personal player rating for this season. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Many might agree, many probably won't agree. But like I said, this is just what I think from over the course of the season. And this is part of my content that I'll be bringing out. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know your ratings. Is there anyone that I've missed out? Please let me know. Like, share, comment. Most importantly, subscribe. Until the next time, let's get it.